Hello.
Hey, Breck. Hey, nice to meet you.
How you doing,
Just
Julian?
give me. Hey. Before we move on with the main agenda, let me make a short introduction first. So, let me remove you first. Give me
Okay.
1 sec. Okay. Hey guys. Thanks a lot for waiting, and apologies for earlier. Welcome to the MVBIII Monthly Stars of September Expo. Today we have quite a bit of projects lined up for you guys today, and there will be a mini Q&A session right after each project showcases a bit more information about themselves as well as what they're doing. So we would be going through in order today and introducing the projects to you. Some of the projects that we have specifically picked out to feature here on this stream today are like Zoo Crypto World. You met Bragg shortly earlier just now. And then we have Radio Caca, Thetan Arena, Bunicorn, MixMarvel, as well as Treasureland, right? So once again, everyone, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule and tuning in today. So without further ado, let's move on to our very first guest that you've already met earlier. Um, Welcome, Bragg. So would you like to give a really short introduction about crypto world as well as yourself before I pass on the time to you to explain more to the community about your project?
Yeah, definitely. So Zoo Crypto World is kind of the first iteration from Singularity Studio, developing a metaverse where we're bringing together GameFi, DeFi, where users can swap, stake, battle, mine with NFTs in our current metaverse. Me personally, I'm Jay Breck. I run the community. If you hang out in our Discord or Telegram, Twitch channels, YouTube, you'll see me there, but I typically am the face of the project. But yeah, so we can get further started without further ado if you'd like.
Yeah, thanks for the short introduction. So guys, I'll leave you guys in Breck's hands, and Breck, please do take it from here.
All
See you
right.
in a bit.
Yep. So get this PowerPoint going. And here we go. Nice little start screen there. So like I said, Zoo Crypto World is a combining of a GameFi, DeFi concept where NFTs are used as proof of assets in both our GameFi and DeFi side of things. You're able to battle with your NFTs. You're able to level them up, increase your power, combat power, but you're also able to use them to mine, mint Zoo token, and you can level as you level up. You increase your hash power as well, which increases the amount of Zoo that you can earn per day. Zoo being the functional currency within our metaverse. Ultimately, we're trying to tackle weak IP immersion. We don't want to be a project that's here today, gone tomorrow. We want to build on a foundation that we're laying out now, and we have plans moving forward in the future to do this, including even this month launching new versions of both of our PvE and PvP experiences, which we look forward to releasing. Not quite there yet. Getting onto the team, I mentioned myself, what I do. Run the community, also help with business development side of things, help some with he has experience with Blizzard, running it where he's at regionally. He's an Ivy League graduate. If you're in the States, you know what that means. That's top tier college. We have Loki, who's the chief marketing officer. I work directly with Loki day in and day out. Wilson is our CTO, another one of the co-founders of Singularity Studio, which, keep your eyes peeled on our social medias for updates on Singularity Studio. We got some exciting things coming on that. and then myself and Butcher. Whereas Butcher's more of a technical, understands that side of things a whole lot better than I do. Currently got over 30 members, and as we move forward, we'll be adding to that. And we definitely appreciate, Binance Smart Chain and the opportunity that it has provided for us and for our employees to create what we're doing. Now on to the features that we currently have. We have jungle farming, which is going to be your DeFi, where you can get in and you could stake pairs to earn our key. Key is used to unlock NFTs, and this is all within the DApp, which you can see at zoogame.app. And then you're able to use those those NFTs to both battle, like I said, in a PvE, PvP setting, and then also to mine. This is just a quick look at what our farm page. Nothing too complicated. If you're in this arena, you understand, what you're looking at here. And of course, the rewards that you're getting are in key from staking this. You can unlock NFTs. We have 4 grades of NFTs starting at what we call junk. 5 grades of NFTs starting at junk. And you got normal, rare. Those are all used as burners to level up epics, which are the purple cards you see here, and legendaries, which are the gold cards you see here. Of course, legendaries being your most powerful. Here's just a quick look. I didn't want to do like live gameplay just with transactions and the limited time that we have. On the left side, you see our PvP action. So you're able to choose your opponent, and you'll go in and you'll PvP against them. And then we have a daily, weekly, and monthly payout leaderboard for where you're paid out based on where you rank out and how much Zoo token that you burn to battle. And then on the right side, you see the PvE page where you're able to, it's basically a leaderboard competition. Whoever does the most damage to the PvE boss will top out on the leaderboard. And again, we pay, I think, the top 200 spots right now. And there are 2 bosses per day that are able to be battled.
Hey, Brad.
Yep.
Sorry for cutting you. I think there's something wrong with your screen. It's not going through the slides as intended.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah.
It says
it's not.
StreamYard is sharing a window.
It's stuck on the main Zoo Crypto World page. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here.
There we go.
Is that better? Okay, I'll take it off of the. I was in the slideshow presentation, so it must have messed it up. So I'm not going to go over each thing I said. I'll just flip through these real quick so you can see. I appreciate the feedback. Here's the team I was talking about, and this PowerPoint. If you reach out to me, I'll get this PowerPoint out there. I'll have it listed on our Discord channel. So if you want to go in, read this in depth, feel free, users out there. Here's a quick look at the jungle farming page. A quick look at the epics and legendaries I was talking about. The battle in the arena. So left side is what the current PvP looks like. Right side's what the current PvE looks like. All right, then here's the mining camp, or the lower portion of the mining camp, where it's going to show your hash power, which is going to be your accumulated total hash power from all your NFTs that you have, and then each BSC block, you'll have Zoo added based on what your hash power is, and then that Zoo is able to be claimed and utilized either within regular tokenomics, buying, selling, whatever, or use functionally within the game to battle. And those slides I had cut off. So that's it for the PowerPoint presentation. Like I said, I'm not going to dive into live action. A lot of things are going to be changing this month with our new game modes launching, plus transactions. I know we're pretty limited on time. I think I'm actually bumped up against my time now. So I'll pass it back off to you. If there's questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Hey, thanks, Brad. Once again, sorry, everyone in the audience who were tuning in for the technical issue that Brad was having. Brad, well, I mean, it certainly sounds good. You mentioned as well, you've been working with some really stellar names to drive out this game. So I'm pretty sure, everyone in the community would have a relatively high kind of expectation in terms of what's to come, right? We do have some questions from the community. Oh, this is exciting. So we have the first one from this Darren ZX and XC. Full of questions. But since we can't possibly cover all of the questions from the community, maybe let me pick one or two. Right. So for the first question from this particular user, a lot of the team seems to be directly from Singularity, right? Which is a pretty reputable gaming studio. He is very curious to learn more about your or the Singularity team's expertise as well as experience in creating games, and if they have any recent games that were very popular, especially if there were any of the success cases within the blockchain industry.
Blockchain specific, no, that's kind of where we're learning as far as bringing GameFi to blockchain. We do have, our blockchain guys, we're more on the DeFi side of things. So bringing it into the GameFi is new for us. Now, we did bring in your traditional gaming talent, starting at the top with our CEO. Blizzard is well known for IP such as, World of Warcraft, Diablo, those sort of things. So, I mean, definitely immense, high level gaming experience there. And then when you get into the technical side of things, the developers, coders and stuff, we brought on talent from names such as NetEase, Tencent, and the games that they have developed there. Specific projects that they worked on, I don't know if I'm technically allowed to dive into that. But if I can, I'll release that, and I'll ask you that, and I'll release it on our social media if I can. I just don't want to put something out there I'm not supposed to. So,
sure.
Hopefully that answers your question. Lots of talent, and we're hiring more talent. That's the thing with this, with it going forward. I mean, we're going to be bringing on more people. So,
before I move on to the next community question, this is a personal question that popped out in my head. You referenced very heavily in terms of working with Blizzard. As well as, of course, probably some of your team members have directly worked on Blizzard. So how different would you think, and where do you think the gaming industry is heading, considering that, some of your team members have been leaving like really top tier gaming studios such as Blizzard, for example, which was repeatedly mentioned in order to start this new project, as well as trying to catch the hype, the train in terms of the blockchain adoption, as well as the boom of the NFTs, right? So what do you think about that in the sense that, do you think that this would be the future?
So I'm optimistic. So I started out, you can see I'm probably a little bit older than a lot in gaming, but I started out with, Nintendo 8-bit, Atari, and have worked my way up from there to, the gaming PC I have now and what I do there. I see personally as a gamer, this is me as a gamer talking, I see NFTs as something that's, phenomenal, that gives players ownership over what they're doing the time spent. My wife will tell you, I've spent tremendous amount of time playing games. They get in trouble a lot of times, based on the amount of time that I've spent playing with her. But this gives me ownership. So I'm now able to say, hey, look, I actually have something from my time spent. And I think that's where we're going ultimately with it. And there's definitely things that, regulations and whatnot that we have to work through with the various government entities out there and whatnot to make it work out like it should. But ultimately, I see gaming going this way, totally. I mean, there's a cool movie out there, Ready Player One. I mean, watch that. We're going there. We're going there. That's what I think. That's what I see. How fast? I don't know, but that's where I see we're going. So.
Interesting. Okay. Thanks for answering my question. I think we can catch out backstage and basically not hold up anyone's time. Okay, moving on. The second question from the community. And it's from this person called Sean. So his question is, what makes your project exceptionally unique as compared to others in the GameFi sector? Because as you know, I think this is a pretty valid question. There are so many play to earn, so many GameFi projects out there right now. right? Apart from obviously designs, a certain amount of gameplay tweaks here and there, it's actually pretty hard to differentiate a good GameFi economical model as compared to others, right? So what would you say? What makes your project extremely unique?
Toot my own horn here a little bit, I guess. But first and foremost, we're out in front of the community, and I've been in several GameFi projects on several different blockchains, and that's one thing that a lot we're missing. And again, maybe it's not 100% unique because there are some great communities out there aside from ours. But having a place for players to come and to discuss and to share their ideas, and we listen, we implement, some of the coolest things that we've got going on. We've implemented ideas from our community. But I'm in there day in, day out, 12, 14, 16 hours a day. You can catch me or catch Butcher in there and discuss and talk. So community focus is one big thing. Then the second is, of course, the talent that we bring in, the resources that we bring in on the backside, and to be able to execute on the ideas that we have. And like you said, 100% unique across the board, no, but it's about bringing all the pieces together and becoming unique in that way. And I feel like that's what we're doing. We've got some great, I come from finance industry, executive management and finance, and doing this now, audit side, control side, I know how to take something personally and create a plan and execute on that plan. And a lot of times what you see are people who maybe they are executing on the plan that they want because they're there and they're gone and they walk away with, with bags of people's stuff. But, but being there, being a face, giving people assurance that we're here for the long run, that we're here to develop and to create something great, to take community's feedback, create something great with that, and make the decisions, both, the easy ones to make and the tough ones to make in order to provide a project that has perpetuity in this sector.
Awesome. Sounds good. Hopefully, Sean, Bragg has answered your question, and whatever he has given you is up to your expectations. All right. So thanks a lot, Bragg, for taking your time out of your busy schedule, sharing a bit more with the BSC community and the larger Binance community in terms of what Zoo Crypto World is all about.
Thank you so much.
So once again, thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Right. So we have already had Zoo Crypto World share a bit more about their project, as well as talk more in terms of what they have planned for the industry, as well as what they have planned for themselves going forward. Right. The very next project that we have, it's Radio Caca, or like what some people like to call them on social media, Raka. Right. So without further ado, let me have Vitali from the Raka team join us to share more about his project, as well as the team.
Welcome. Hey, thanks, Julian. I'm Vitali. Yeah, can you hear me okay, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes, you can.
So I'm Vitali. I'm head of marketing for USM. I'm here to talk about Raka, USM, play turn game, Metamon. So I'm ready to jump into it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Okay. If you have everything ready, I'll pass on the time to you to basically share more about the project, as well as to the community. I think there's a lot of people from your Telegram community tuning in today. Everyone in the comments is talking about you guys. So without further ado, I'll just hand over the time to you. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay, you guys see me? Cool. All right. So again, thank you for the opportunity to talk about Radio Caca. I'm Vitali. So let me just walk you through it. And if there's any technical issue, just let me guys know. I think it should go pretty smooth. What is Radio Caca? Radio Caca, Raka, is the exclusive manager of May Musk Mystery Box NFT, also known as MPB. Raka is a governance token for the Universal Metaverse, USM. USM Lab is a creator of the USM and the play-to-earn blockchain game Metamon. You can play it now. The Universal Metaverse is a 3D planet virtual world where users can own lands, build buildings such as stores and art galleries, create, and play games. Users will be able to zoom in and zoom out dynamically inside and around the 3D planet with similar user interface to Google Earth. This will be the first ever feature in this space. Sandbox or Decentraland, they don't have that. So it will be really cool once you guys see it. Our roadmap. We released our NFT marketplace in September of this year. And in October, we released our Metamon game. And as I mentioned, you can play the game now. In December, we're going to release our Universal Metaverse. Next year, 2022, in June, we're going to release USM Chain Mainnet. And in September of next year, we're going to release a Metaverse Editor Toolkit. USM will be more than Steam or Epic Games. USM in-game NFT marketplace in March of 2022, it's going to be akin to the auction house in WoW. Users will be able to trade NFTs inside the game. USM Game Launchpad, it will have releases of our in-game characters, items, game passes, June 2022. USM in-game social dApp Launchpad, it will have release of memberships, passes, events, NFTs in September of 2022. Our revenue model. Radio Caca game Metamon and USM innovate the play turn into a more sustainable play turn NFT model. We understand that if Raka is doing well, our NFTs will be doing well. We focus on the value and liquidity accrual of Raka. Raka has a deflation model to increase scarcity over time. Raka can farm NFTs, while NFTs cannot farm Raka. 100% of the total supply is liquid since the fair launch. Like energy in the physical world, most economic activities cost Raka, such as initiating an in-game challenge. But the activities only produce NFTs rather than the Raka. We don't sell our premium NFTs. One has to earn those highly sought-after NFTs by holding Raka. We expect the majority of Raka will stay out of circulation. We project to have 300,000 Metamon players by the end of this year, 2021. USM beta test version is planned to launch in December of this year. And we project 2 million USM users by the end of 2022. Raka NFTs are off to a great start. If you look at our trading volume, in Binance NFT Marketplace, our NFTs account for more than 40 and up to 90% of the total trading volume. On Bakery Swap, our MPB, MML, BMM account for 93% of the total trading volume. And on the Treasureland, our Metamon NFT accounts for 95% of the total trading volume. And if you look at this table, you could obviously see the volume is very high and the floor price is very high. And that's something we're very proud of, that the community and everybody really embraces our NFTs so strongly. Our team is about 80 full-time employees, plus an additional 300 part-time staff. Core team resides and spread across Silicon Valley, Singapore, Europe. Our game and blockchain team is very experienced. We have 70 developers. We have a very large 3D art and animation artist team as well. And our marketing team we have 10 full-time and 150 part-time community volunteers spread across multiple regions. And obviously you're aware of them, how amazing and active and passionate our community is. We have a huge Vietnamese community, obviously in Korea, Indonesia, Turkey, United States, China, everywhere. Now let me share with you the gameplay, a short clip of our Metamon video. It's very short, just 1 second. Let's see, I stayed put. All right. So if you see our slide here, this is how you can follow us. As I mentioned, you can play Metamon game already. So visit our site, or visit our Telegram and Twitter, and the Metaverse is going to arrive in December. So get ready, and we're really, really excited for what's ahead. I'm ready to take your questions anytime now. Thanks.
Hey, Vitaly. Thanks for the video. The video really looks good. And you're saying that people are able to come in right now and have that experience that you've been showing us?
Yeah. The
Awesome,
game
awesome.
is released. It's ready to play. We're very active about this game. We push out the updates every 2 weeks, and we already have a very, very good experience with it. Mm-hmm.
I see. But so when will the full game? So you obviously talked about having a lot of developers. You obviously talked about wanting to develop like a super good gaming experience for the community as well as anyone who's taking part, right? So when would you say you guys would be able to deliver a finished product?
So the game is already out. So we release the game. People can already play it, and we will consistently will enhance it, right, based on the user feedback. As far as the Metaverse, we're going to launch the beta in December, and because we developed so quickly and so efficiently, we're able to take user feedback and optimize the experience on consistently. So that will always be something that we will do, right? No product is truly ever finished. Every product needs to be adapted to users' experience.
Sure. So we have very first question. I picked this question because obviously, you brought up the topic on Metaverse, and uh, Metaverse in the crypto blockchain world has been making waves ever since Facebook announced their very own intention to basically come up and rebrand to Meta and launch their own Metaverse with NFTs, right? So this question is from HHP468 on Telegram. Basically, Metaverse is on the rise, and of course, you guys being one of the bigger names. The user wanted to ask if you would make your Metaverse a connecting world to different kind of verses, just like Ready Player One, like Brett has suggested that movie, right? And how long would you think your vision of what you wanted to do? How long would you guys be basically? How long would you guys need, or how much runway would you guys need in order for you guys to achieve your vision? I mean, given the current limitations or the software as well as hardware technology limitations in the blockchain industry.
Yeah, we're very happy with where we're at now. We have, if anybody who follows us from the beginning, we only started in the May of this year, and we have already delivered many innovative products, right? The NFT marketplace is very unique farming technologies, our play turn game that's already out, and the Metaverse in December. So obviously this is a very growing space, and we're going to be taking community feedback. We're very active about following trends and establishing our own. Our roadmap is very, very long, right? We're not here for like a year or two and then we're gone. We're here for decades. We are planning to be the best and one of the most established metaverses out there, with our community leaders and fans. And if you look at our NFTs, all of those metrics, they really point to like the stickiness of what we're doing, and essentially we believe we will be able to accomplish all of our goals. And this is a growing space, but we're in the position to be one of the best ones. And if you just follow us on Twitter, on Medium, if you follow what we promise and what we deliver, you will have strong confidence that we're a legit product and we're going to be the best.
Sure. Okay. Next question that I have on my list is pertaining to the Metamon game that you were talking about earlier. And this question is from XYZ99900. I think this person has asked questions for Zoo Crypto World as well. But with regards to the Metamon game, can you share more details with us? Right. I think it's a very, very as you mentioned as well. You guys have just released it. So I think the community, as well as anyone who's tuning in, they are pretty interested in terms of how this would basically be the prelude to the metaverse that you've been talking about.
Yeah, so you can start playing Metamon now. And we have different rarities of the Metamon. You can buy a normal rarity Metamon from our NFT marketplace on our website, and it's a game that is on Binance Smart Chain on BSC, and so the rare Metamons, you can buy them from the secondary market on our website as well, and like the way we set it up, where users can only get the rare Metamons and super rare through playing the game, right? They can, every challenge that they initiate, it costs Raka, and then we burn all Raka we collect through challenges. So when users play the game, they always going to collect Metamon fragments. Once they collect enough Metamon fragments, they can merge them into a Metamon egg. And the Metamon egg is our technology. It's essentially a mystery box. Once you have the Metamon egg, you can open it up, or you can sell an egg on its own. When you open it, there are multiple NFTs that you can win. And as far as the gaming experience, you can level up the attributes of your Metamon abilities. And again, because we update it so consistently, the gameplay will keep evolving and improving. My advice would be to start playing it now and get onto it very, very early. And I hope that answers your question. There's a lot. So best follow our website and read about everything.
Sure. This is a personal question from me. So, having spoken to quite a bit of Metaverse projects myself, as well as GameFi projects, I can't help but to wonder, because when I look at most of these projects, they are either developing games or they're either developing metaverses, right? So essentially, it would be very interesting, considering that now you guys already have your game, right? And you guys are working on the metaverse. So going forward, once you guys have delivered both of this, right? In terms of prioritization as well as emphasis, right? What do you think? Does video gaming or metaverse resonate more with Radio Caca as a brand?
So the play turn game Metamon, right? We are very active about growing user base, and it has been quite successful. We're going to integrate this game into the universal metaverse, right? We're not going to abandon Metamon game and just switch to metaverse. Everything is going to be integrated into each other. And again, our metaverse, it has a very unique feature. We're actually going to have a 3D planet that we will have, right, where users can zoom in, zoom out dynamically. That's something that other metaverses don't have. So I hope that answered your question, right? Everything we're developing is part of the bigger picture that we're working on.
Sure. Thank you so much for answering those questions, as well as my own personal question, Vitaly. Thanks for your time. Once again, sharing what you have, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are tuning in. A lot of people will be trying your game, as well as everyone. I speak for everyone when I say we're all waiting for Radio Caca's Metaverse to be launched.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for hosting.
No worries, man. See you, Vitaly. So that was pretty good from Radio Caca, right? We had a really solid team earlier in the former Zoo Crypto world, really come in and basically share so much in terms of the experience that they had with traditional gaming studios such as Blizzard, and then the experience in terms of developing their own game. And then now we have Raka, right? Of which Vitaly has been really, really helpful, sharing a lot more details in terms of their new game. where do you envision this new game, how it would sit within the future metaverse that they are building up, right? The very next project that we have, sorry, man, is something that we have previously also featured. So for those community members who have been who have tuned in previously on one of our GameFi live streams before, you guys will be fairly familiar with this project. Without further ado, let me welcome Khan from Thetan Arena. Hey, Khan.
Hi, Julian. Thank you.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. So, I'm from Thetan Arena. So today I will introduce about the project for you guys can understand about what is the Thetan Arena about. So let me share my screen. Okay. So, do you see my screen?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll hand over the time to you, Khan. I'll add your screen to the stream now. Talk to you in a bit.
Right. Can you see it? Sorry.
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just leave it like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's talk a little bit about Thetan Arena. Well, what is Thetan Arena? Actually, we are the mobile game based on blockchain technology. So we have launched the alpha version and beta version 1 month ago, and the good news, we got 200,000 downloads on the beta version on just 2 weeks. That is a very good number, you know. And so the official launch of Thetan Arena will be launched on this month, the middle of November. And we are still waiting. We're still working on the very new feature. And so in the Thetan Arena, we have a lot of game mode. So the core game mode is about mobile game mode and battle royale. With the mobile, we have 3 versus 3 and 4 versus 4 and 5 versus 5 version. So with 3 versus 3 and 4 versus 4, we can get the tower, destroyers, deathmatch, and superstar game mode. And with the battle royale, we are working on the 46-player battle royale. Right now, you can play 32 players, and you can play by yourself in solo. You can play with a team duo and a team, the more team 4 versus 4 in the future with 46 players on the battle royale game mode. So why did we build Thetan Arena? So look at the NFT game on the blockchain right now. It is a little bit hard for the traditional player can play because that is helps a barrier between the traditional player. You have to create the wallet to you purchase the character and you have to budget the character to start a battle. That is very complex process. So we think that we build Thetan Arena for everybody can play without knowledge of blockchain crypto world or without knowledge in wallet integration. So in the Thetan Arena, you can see you can play the game without any connection with the blockchain world. So after you have an asset in game, you can connect to your wallet in just several seconds to integrate the blockchain system in your game. And you can trade, leasing, foreign your hero, and a lot of feature on that. That is one of our dream that someday the traditional player can play the blockchain game very easily. So about the future of the game, the game modes based on the real-time multiplayer. In the future, we will create the more game mode. Not just only 5 versus 5. We can create the more game mode like battle royale. So And the model is like yeah, you can play play to earn, but we call that is a free to earn model, not just only the play to earn model. So, and one of the very I think very interesting feature is special event and esports tournament. In the special event, you can create your own maps to challenge your friend into a battle by yourself. So one of the purpose of us when we build Thetan Arena is we want the player and the streamer and investor together. We create the game. With the streamer, you can streaming the game, and you can battle with another players. And with the player, you can hire a new hero. You can bet the battle, and you can donate for the streamer. And with the investor can just invest into the game. You don't need to play. You can invest into the hero, the premium hero, and you can for lease this hero for another player who has the higher skill. You to help you make the money. So we would like to create some platform that treats the three node player, streamer, and investor together to create the world. And about the DAO, in the near future, we will give the more power for the community. So the community can create the game mode, can create the character, can create another system. So one of the very soon we would like to build a community that we talk very close with the community to gather decided the game mode, better decided the item in game, and in the future we think the relationship between the developer and community will be closer, and together we can build a world of Thetan Arena can bring more map, more game mode, more cosmetic, and more way to play. So about the roadmap, let's talk a little bit. We already released the alpha version on the last month, and the beta version will be on the last month too. So the official launch will be on this this month. Yeah, the middle of this month. And after we release the official launch, we will release the special event and hero rental. So the next milestone, we will focusing on create the guild. That is very important feature that we are focusing on building. So maybe on the next year, we will focusing on the pet system and the guild quest and stacking system. And for the streaming platform, we will be on maybe the end of 2023. So we really hope that the first offline tournament will be hosted on the end of 2022. So let's take a look about the gameplay by seeing the video here. Thank you. I hope yeah, you guys have some question for me.
Hey Khan, thanks for the video. It was as good as the last one that I think one of your colleagues showed me. So thanks for sharing. I'm pretty sure the community is extremely excited with this. So I collected a few questions from the community, right? The very first question we have, this is from Danny. I played the game. He thinks it's really fun. He wants to find out more about hero rental in particular, as well as since you're having the NFT or hero rental system within the game. How would you then aim to incorporate GameFi guilds such as Yu-Gi-Oh Games, YGG, Avocado into your game?
Yeah, we're still working on the rental system right now. So we cooperate with another guild game like YGG, and in some special guild game, we can create a very special skin for them. So maybe on the official launch, you can see the YGG have a skin on the game. So, and we're working very close to build the community builder with them to have the player can play, create the game, create a guild, create a tournament, and they can fighting with another community in our system.
Cool, thank you. One question I have, your game is very similar to really huge big names such as Dota 2, League of Legends, who are also in the same category as you guys, right? But you know, previously when I was a teenager as well, obviously these are the games I'm familiar with because I've been playing them as well. But as you know, times have changed quite a bit. They aren't really as popular as they used to be. Even though I mean they still do have quite a bit of a sizable kind of community. But what would you say? What is the challenge for the MOBA category or MOBA kind of video game industry going forward? Like, since considering that there's not much innovation there.
That is the challenging for the mobile in the world is about the player. The mobile world is have a very big title like Dota 2, League of Legends. So you have to find out the unique selling point when you create a mobile game. But about the Thetan, we create the hero that you can select another skill. That is the unique selling point of Thetan Arena. And we build the game that have a wide range of game mode, not just only the mobile game mode. You can integrate the battle royale game mode and with the interesting game mode in the future. If the people really like 5 versus 5, 6 versus 6, and 46 100 player join a battle, we can build because we are aiming to create a platform to build this kind of the gameplay, not just only the mobile.
Okay, interesting. One other question I had. This is from the community. We have so this is a question from Ronva. Okay. There is a surge of blockchain gaming currently. There are so many crypto games out there in the market right now.
Yes.
I do understand what you have been sharing in terms of how Thetan Arena is slightly different, right? But what makes your project unique and different, right? Apart from the gameplay, and it's very easy, for someone to then just come out, build almost exactly the same thing, and then go ahead about your business, right? If you look what happened with X Infinity, obviously they were the pioneers, and then they had other things that as well that popped out that had similar gameplay and all that. So how do you plan to keep it that way in the long term?
Yeah, and the unique unique selling point of Thetan Arena is very different with the you guys can see a lot of NFT game right now, but the I think the very unique difference between the Thetan Arena with another game is you can play with for free. That is one of the very important feature. Because we focused on create the gaming experience for traditional player, not only the crypto player. And when the traditional player can play the game like for fun, you and you can integrate the blockchain system after that. So we think that is a very big difference with the current NFT system, NFT game right now. So and we are aiming to build a platform that the player can create your own game mode into the game, your own hero and your own skin to play with your friend, your family, and yeah.
Okay, really interesting. When will the game launch? From the last I've heard, the game's still currently in development and will be launching soon, right? So maybe you could share a bit more in terms of when you guys are expecting to launch.
Yeah, we will launch officially the Thetan Arena in this month, maybe on the next 2 or 3 weeks. We are working on that official launch, and everything is ready right now. So we still
Awesome.
waiting for the audits of the system. After the audits of the system is okay, we will launch the game. So please stay tuned and wait for the launch on this month.
Sounds good, man, Khan. All right. Well, thanks for your time, sharing with us whatever you've been sharing with us today. Thanks for the valuable insight as well as that very awesome looking video. Every time I look at it, I think this is my third time looking at a video, and I still think this is like super awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So thanks for
Okay,
your time, and
yeah.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. So that's that. So just to do a recap, we are midway through what we have lined up for you guys today. We had very first project Zoo Crypto World come in and share more about the project as well as Radio Caca, and we just had Thetan Arena, right? Next up we have Bunicorn to basically come in and share more about what they do as well as their game. So without further ado, let me include Folk within the stream. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Julian, and hello, guys. Yeah. So today I'm gonna share with you guys more about Bunicorn project as a whole and our games. Yeah. Let
Sure.
me share my screen.
I'll hand over the time for you, Folk, and I'll catch you later.
Okay, sure. Okay, so a little bit background about me. Actually, I started my career as a game developer 10 years ago in DNA, one of the big game company in Japan, before I started my own blockchain development company with around 500 employees now. So my CTO and I share the same vision that NFT use cases will make blockchain adoption to mainstream, especially for business factors like gaming and artwork and other DeFi products. That's why we started Bunicorn project earlier this year with several DeFi products and also a gaming metaverse. And we have a NFT in the centers. So it's not just a game. We have a decentralized exchange, an NFT marketplace, and a gaming metaverse, and a yield farming platform. And for our exchange, it's basically a combination of balancer and curve on BSC. And we also have the liquidity mining program that can produce time-locked NFTs, which in turn can become in-game items. And user can also stake these NFT to earn the revenues from the game to become a completed loop. And of course, we have the gaming metaverse, which includes several games. And the first one we introduced is a card game. This one has been released by the end of August, which is mainly just a simple game. But the ultimate goal is to have a better tokenomics compared to other games out there. Before we are making a more complicated game toward next year, like this one. So apart from the games and the DeFi, we also have the NFT marketplace that we have we have been working with top content creators, mostly in Vietnam, to promote their artwork in this is like a gaming theme NFT marketplace to introduce only gaming artworks. And also this will be the portal to manage the asset across different games. So we have been working with other games in the field like Hero Arena and Elvis Battle and more in the future. Yeah, and our team has grown quickly to more than 40 people now. With like our art director is one of the top 100 Binance NFT creator. Yeah, that's pretty much about us. And now I think let me share with you guys a teaser video about Bunicorn game so far. Yeah, so that's the video about our game. So the first game is a card game, as I mentioned, but you can see a sneak peek of the Bunnyland metaverse that we're going to develop by next year. Apart from the games, we also have the decks and other farming and staking, as you can see here. Like you can stake and earn NFT as well, like this. Yeah. So hopefully you guys can take a look more and follow up with our channels and website here and learn more about Bunicorn. Yep. Julian.
Hey, man. Cool. So thanks for that. Personally, I've been talking to you for months, but this is one of the first time that I've actually seen the trailer video. So thanks for sharing that, and it certainly does look great. There's a couple of questions that we have from the community. The very first question that we have is from this particular user called Ian CM. There's quite a bit of N's in his Ian. His question is, your team seems really strong in terms of engineering and gaming, right? But could potentially be lacking in terms of certain blockchain specific aspects, especially pertaining to NFTs and tokenomics side of things. Are you guys working with any advisors or experts that might help your team close this gap with some of the leading play-to-earn games such as Axie Infinity?
Yeah. So our team is very strong at engineering, and also before making the games, we have been doing many research about the tokenomics based on other games like the Axie Infinities and other play-to-earn game as well. So as I mentioned, the first game that we have been building is more about tokenomics. So yeah, we have been consulting with other market leaders in the space as well, mostly from our network of VCs, and also some of the guilds like Avocado as well. So I think I can tell you guys about how different tokenomics model compared to other games like Axie. So, for example, Axie Infinity, they have the price, the entry price to buy like some Axies might be back to the price of Axie, right? But our entry price is fixed by USD, so it's not gonna be a barrier for new players to join the game because it's fixed. And also we have the tokenomics to burn NFT and burn the in-game reward tokens to prevent the inflation. And the reward that we are paying for users is gonna pegged by USD and can dynamically change based on the market condition. So imagine that a game is just like a normal economic cycle that can go up and go down with the overheating. But when it goes down, right, I believe that our tokenomics can heal itself and repair. I mean, it can recover after the crash. So yeah, I'm quite confident with our model that's gonna last, that's gonna be sustainable in the future.
Sure. Next question we have, and this is a question I think I know the answer to, and I'm sort of I want to clarify as well, right? So this question is from a user called Duang Ki. What is the unique point of Bunicorn compared to other similar projects? I think you pretty much nailed that, right? But this part of the question is something I'm pretty sure a lot of people might be very interested in. You guys definitely do not want to stop just at making Bunicorn a game, right? So what is the next big step? Do you guys also have any plans to co-work with some of the giant guys in the gaming industry or the larger blockchain industry as well?
Yeah. So so the first Bunicorn card game is just like the first stepping stone that we have been building. It will be a part of the big picture of our metaverse. So we are in the step of transforming the current card game into a puzzle game, and also for the metaverse, it's going to be a different simulator game. So somehow similar to Evermerge or City Islands, where you can actually put your houses or your cities by your own imagination to build your own city in the Bunnyland. In the Bunnyland. So yeah, I think at first for the card game, the unique selling point is our tokenomics and also our high quality artwork. And for the future, I mean the metaverse, I think it's gonna be able to integrate different games into our platform and let the user bring other NFT from different metaverse to crossover and like playing in this same Bunnyland.
Sure, sounds good. With regards to the metaverse and the deployment of the land and all that you've been talking about, is there any timeline on that?
Yeah, we intended to have the pre-sale of the land by the end of this year or earlier next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We
All right.
yeah
Thanks,
we
thanks.
have been yeah.
No, please go ahead.
So I was just trying to say that we have been working on the designing of this land and gonna release some kind of sneak peek very soon.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great, cool. I'm definitely keeping a very close eye in terms of what the Bunicorn team would be coming up with. It seems very interesting. In fact, every single project that has been here today has just been super interesting, right? So once again, folks, thank you for your time. And I'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah. Thank you, Julian, as always. See you guys.
Thank you. See ya. So the very next one that we have is a project that is rather interesting as well. They have quite a big sizable community, and they're one of the fastest growing kind of games that are on BSC, right? So without further ado, let me welcome Nicholas, the global marketing head for MixMarvel. Hey, Nicholas.
Hey, hello, how are you? Okay, so I'm very honored to be here today, and then I'm going to introduce you guys a bit to MixMarvel, and let me share the screen a bit.
Sure. Nicholas, there is something wrong with your connection. I think it looks really, really blurry. You might want to turn off your video to help with the connection.
Okay, better right now?
Yeah. Let me add in.
Okay. Yes, if this helps. So MixMarvel basically is a global blockchain game publishing platform, and we've been
Nicholas. Nicholas, sorry, we don't see anything on your screen. It's a blank screen that we are seeing.
Is it better right now?
Nope, unfortunately not. We still don't see the screen. Are you presenting it in full screen or something?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can you try to exit full screen? Because I think earlier Brand had the same issue and he mentioned that he was on full screen.
Okay. Okay,
we see it loading. We see it loading. It's not there yet. Are you trying to share a presentation slide?
Oh yes, it's okay. I can also go by voice. It's okay.
If you like, just give me 1 second. I can have it. I can share it from my end for you. That could make it a lot easier for you.
Oh, it's okay because I would actually also like to bring everyone a little bit through our product because we're also going to be publishing. We're also publishing a GameFi application.
Okay, we see it now. We see it now.
Good. So MixMarvel actually has many years of experience in blockchain development and blockchain game publishing. So our founding teams have many years of traditional gaming industry development experiences, and some of them have been involved in many grand productions, for example, in Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, etc. And later on, they also opened their own indie game studio that with their own product, they also published it, and then it was ranked 61 on was ranked top on 61 countries and regions. So, so in 2017, MixMarvel was established, and on 2018, we published our first application that is called Hyper Dragons. So Hyper Dragons at the time, it was being published together with another competitor that is called CryptoKitties that was very famous. And many of our data actually surpassed CryptoKitties in August 2018. So we also became the first ranked dApp on Ethereum, and that brought us a lot of users. So later on, we continue to publish a lot of decentralized applications. And actually, that brings us today to D0, the current application we're publishing. It is a GameFi application. Let me share another screen so we can see the product of it. Hello, can I please have some access to the other window? Thank you very much. So This is the new website that we just started to promote because the hero also likes to, we try to keep it always updated. And here we now have a new Infra page with the whole project. So here you can see that there are a lot of modules in Geo, including a trade market. We have shops, we have a lot of mine pools, we have a lot of NFT cards, and etc. So with the hero, basically, you can also see here that we have our tokenomics. So going further, we just released our new equipment system, which users can equip to their heroes to increase their mining powers. And to keep it short, by next year, we will also be publishing a development tool on the hero, so developers can use this tool to develop more gameplays that are based on the hero. So here you may see the landing page of, if you go into play the game, you can land it here. And then you can actually see that we have a new check-in system. Here you can see a lot of main datas. And actually with the hero, we're trying out this NFT distribution mechanism in which users stake tokens on all of our pools. And then with the mined heroes, they can choose to receive the NFTs with our heroes tokens, the governance tokens of the hero staked inside of it. So this is also a very good practice of the staking game theory that we're trying to have here. So after users their NFTs, they can also put it into the card collective mining sector, in which heroes will be able to have collective mining. There are also some buffers with more cards, etc. So here you can see we have the trade markets of both heroes and the new equipment, where users can trade all of their hero cards. So yes, over here. So later on, we will be also publishing more and more governance and also utility scenarios for these NFTs. And we also very much look forward to the future of the hero.
Awesome. Thanks for taking us through.
Hello, Julian.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey, Nicholas, can you hear me?
Julian, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Hey, Nicholas. Hey, are you able to hear me, Nicholas?
Hey, Julian.
Hey, Nicholas, can you hear me now?
Hey, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I think there was something wrong with the stream or something like that. It was really funny because I could hear you and you know I could hear myself. It's just that you couldn't hear me. But anyway,
Okay.
I just wanted to say you know despite all the technical issues, I really like to thank you for making the effort and sharing a bit more in terms of what MixMarvel has been doing, as well as you know sharing with the community about you know your game, right? Now I have collected some questions for you, as you know what I've been doing for all the other kind of projects. The very first question is from a user called Kingsman ZXX, right? First of all, the user would like to congratulate you guys in terms of the successful launch of your mystery boxes. First part of the question that this user has is, you know, what other updates could he expect in the last 2 months of the year? He's really excited about, you know, your game. Also, he seems to be pointing out that, you know, you guys have made incredible progress in Korea, South Korea, right? Is there any plans of which MixMarvel is actually targeting next in terms of geography?
Sorry. So the question is about MixMarvel's go-to-market strategy, or
So basically, he's asking in terms of your development roadmap or what else you guys have planned for the last 2 months. Basically, what else have you guys planned for 2021? Anything significant? Also, he pointed out that you guys have been gaining a lot of traction in South Korea, right? Are you guys? How are you guys going about targeting geography specifically, or do you guys actually make any attempt to do so? And if yes, which other countries are you guys targeting next?
yes. Actually, with MixMarvel, we have a lot happening, and then we're also doing promotions for the hero currently. We're also actively looking for very good content to publish to all the audience. So basically, with the hero, we actually have a lot of updates that are coming up. Also, some development progress that we would later on also be sharing with all of you. So with MixMarvel, we're also finding a lot of tractions, not only in Korea, but we also see, especially with the hero, that a lot of Philippine communities, a lot of Brazilian communities are having a lot of attention, especially in MixMarvel. And then we very much can see how everyone contributes to all our products and supports our work. And then we will also try our best to find more countries that react very good to our products. And on that basis, we will still remain our global publishing strategy.
I see. Thanks for the explanation. Next question that I have. And it's from this person called Falcon X, right? Based on the information that is a little distorted on the internet regarding the fandom, there seems to be an unease between the creators of this collection with the company regarding the issue of the brand's intellectual property rights. So how would this affect, for example, if a user could have the confidence and security of investing in a branded NFT, both from the creators themselves and themselves being creators, or for similar arts of the company, would they be sued for it? Does that make sense to you?
Sorry, are we talking about the product, or are we talking about?
I think this user is specifically referring to your collection of NFTs.
Oh, okay. So actually, our collection of NFTs, they're all unique names by us. And however, they are inspired by many global characters. There are heroes that have been in the history from all over the world. So with our NFTs, users can actually use tokens to stake, and then they can get these NFTs in our game. And then later on, they will be also have more and more utilities with these NFTs.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if I answered the question, but
I think the user. I think the user in particular is asking more along the lines of if, for example, you guys have created your NFTs, right? Obviously, it belongs, or it sort of belongs as an intellectual property to the MixMarvel company, right? So for users, there are content creators themselves or NFT creators themselves. If they were to invest in a branded NFT, I mean, from you guys, then sure, that would be awesome. But in terms of themselves being creators of similar arts, that because sometimes when you look at NFTs, some of them can be very, very similar in terms of certain elements, in terms of the artwork, right, or even character, because and you see it happening with music as well. And it's all about the kind of culture, the kind of inspiration that we grew up with, right, and that kind of shapes how we go about designing certain stuff, right? So
Yes,
I think this guy's question is, if he were to design an NFT, that looks similar perhaps to your NFT, would he or anyone else be sued for it? I think this is maybe more in terms of the question pertaining to intellectual property rights for NFTs. Does that make sense? Nicholas, you there? Hey, Nicholas. Okay, I think Nicholas got disconnected. So unfortunately, he wasn't able to provide the answers to the very last question. But I guess instead of wasting everyone's time and waiting for him to come back, let's move on to the next project first, and then obviously if Nicholas pops back on, then we'll have him later on just to answer that little bit of question. Right. So without further ado, the next project that we have is a project that has been around on BSC. I wouldn't say for the longest time, but for at least several months, and they have built up quite a bit of community themselves, right? So next up we have Dimitri from Treasureland to come in and share more about what Treasureland is, as well as more in terms of what he has planned for the project. Welcome, Dimitri.
Hello, Julian. Thanks for having me.
No worries, man. Cool. So, Dimitri, I believe you have prepared a little sharing session or a sharing deck, like some of the other projects have done. If you don't mind, I'll hand over the time for you, and you can take the community through, and then I'll be back with you later on for some questions.
Sure, I will be sharing my screen and we'll share some couple points about Treasureland and what we are doing.
Sure. Are you sharing your screen right now?
Can you see my screen right now?
I saw it for a moment.
Oh, let's try again. Okay, I will share and try screen. I'll do like this. So you can see my screen right now, right?
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Okay. I'll hand over the time to you then. Talk to you soon.
Cool. Thank you. So Treasureland is a platform, is a multi-chain NFT aggregator protocol and a platform for mint and issuance, auction, and socialization. We are aiming to connect users and consumers and creators under one roof in a decentralized way. So we also build an infrastructure for NFTs, and in our line, such tools as APIs, SDKs, which can be used by third-party wallets and different and other side projects. So we also providing statistics on chain, social medias, user behavior analysis, and for both developers and common users. And we quickly established our independent social market, and we have our own community. Till now, we have been cooperated with more than 200 projects. We have been on the market more than 5 months, about 6 months. And we are pretty proud of this, because it was hard work of business development and the building of real tool, which can give possibility buy NFTs without any bugs. So what kind of technical solution we propose to our users? This is very interesting. So first of all, is NFT aggregation platform, which right now we're serving on 3 blockchains: is Binance Chain, Ethereum, and Polygon. And we are willing to expand the line of the blockchain we are supporting to another blockchain. So about this, will be very cool news. So I hope the users will follow our Telegram and follow our Twitter to check what's gonna be happening in the future. Beside this, we are independent NFT marketplace. Also, we have a lazy mint zero gas create NFT tool. Is mean that when you're creating a tool, minting your NFT, you don't need to pay gas. Your gas will be paid during the purchasing, when the user's purchasing. It's not big deal, because on the BSC we have minimal gas fees, but still. Set up an optimization for the artist module. We will have kind of customization for the top artists if they're willing to cooperate and have big sales, which basically we already had experience in the past. We have establishment of membership system and discounts of the fees for our loyal collectibles and loyal projects. And NFT auction mystery boxes campaigns is a lovely thing for our users. They really like to participate on this thing. So what happened on chain? Let's check in on chain the data. Till right now, it have been registered more than 40,000 coin holding addresses and more than 300,000 mint NFT mint users. So turnover of the whole our sales was more than 80 million US dollars summary. And it was about 200,000 transaction for whole period time. Trades is mean like 200,000 trades. So it's based on chain. If we check it based on chain Ethereum and BSC data, the transaction volume surpassed CryptoKitties and other competitors, and rapidly we're right now growing as one of the biggest exchanges with the biggest volume on the BSC. We're very welcome those teams who have been talking before us, and we are happy to be headliners of this call today. And some of speakers today are already our companions and our partners. So we are willing to have more decent projects listing on Treasureland. We take an approach of participating with the GameFi and different games and metaverses in the future, and more long-term projects which would like to build a community not in short period of time, but seeing this field in a long-term perspective. This is part of our partners have been listing their NFTs on our platform. And this is I'm taking off a hat for our business development team. Our team is about 15 people based in different corners around the globe. They did a very good job of sourcing, introducing, teaching, educating users, and bringing these projects to the Treasureland. We had a couple of big events. One of the first events had been the mystery box with Thetan Arena, AV superstar, and she sold her NFTs in 5 minutes, and all turnover was 1.6 million US dollars, which was very good result, and we was happy about that. Another sales pretty big was from Hanjin, is a Hong Kongese artist, which is singer, and also he's an actor a very interesting person, and he launched his own music NFTs on our platform. Additionally, I would like to say that we had sales with Radio Caca, and they have been on the call today, and Maya Musk, and she sold her NFT of the value of 9,800 BNBs. All these days that you can check on chain, so basically no problems with this. You can check our data on deb.com or dateradar.com, and you can see our real-time volume and our real-time transactions and what we are doing right now. We are willing to cooperate with the projects which already have existing established community. And additionally to my speech, I would like to add a couple of things, that we are also involved in the charity field, and we have been doing charity for helping Indian citizens last winter when it was very bad situation with the coronavirus over there. We collected more than $300,000, and we spread through the another blockchain projects to the Indian citizens to support them with oxygen masks and another sets for 8 sets to fight against coronavirus. Besides this, we are planning to have more charity events in future, and right now we have some deals cooperating, which will be announced in future. We are planning a big events in future. In the upcoming months, there will be big news coming from Treasureland, and there will be new vision of Treasureland. Our vision at Treasureland is a place where people can find their treasure, the NFT which can bring them wealth. And we are happy to help projects to be this kind of treasure, and we are happy to let users find the treasure. This is our sign. Thanks for watching my presentation. I'm happy to answer any question. Julian, you had such.
Thank you, Dimitri. Yeah, so that was very interesting. Wow, you had some stellar names that you were sharing or over there earlier in terms of the NFT sales, such as Yuri Hatano, as well as one of the other one that you were sharing. I can't really remember. You were sharing, I think, 2 or 3 different ones, but congratulations on that. Having really top global.
I want to mention that we got done that volumes without having a token. So basically, another trading platform, NFT platforms, they already have existing token. From our side, everything done without benefiting of the token, right? It's way harder if you have already token on the secondary market. It's way easier if you have token on secondary market. For our part, we done it without that thing.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with you, right? I think I was speaking to a project yesterday or something like that, and obviously they are trying to do exactly what you guys are already doing, where going product first, technology first, and then get people using the platform before introducing the token, rather than the normal way, right, which is introduce the token and then have people come in and use it. And I do agree with you. I think it's a lot more. It deserves a lot more recognition if you're able to attract that kind of traction without having like a solid community or token holders, right, to support the protocol itself. So completely agree, and great. So moving on.
Let me say, this was an experimental thing when we want to show the market that you can do a good product, you can do a good job with the community, with the participants in the project. And it's not really need to be connected to your token. So you can do that later in the future. But first of all, show what you can do to the market. Later, market will accept it, and then the users will follow you, and then they will come. So basically, the most hardest thing was working on business development on our side, because I have been in that team. I'm not a technical person, and cooperating with all those projects and bringing them in Treasureland and sharing how we can do that. And some of them even don't know how to launch NFTs, and some of them don't know what is a plan. You need to marketing strategy, building them from the scratch. So all these things is basically built and help us to mature as well. So we will went through all that work, we mature as well. So that's a thing.
Thanks for the insight. Cool. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would find that rather insightful. So I have a couple of questions here. Very first question we have, right? From this user called 4Trader89. NFT competition as well as competition amongst marketplaces as well as issuers is extremely tight and competitive. For NFT Treasureland, right? The NFTs that you guys issue, what makes it so different, or how are you guys going about differentiating the NFTs that you issue as compared to some of the other issuers? And what are the advantages and what kind of strategies are you guys working with in order to differentiate yourselves from the rest of the pack?
Very good question. We have a bit different approach from another platform. So if you can check the foundation and another platforms, like they focus, they take in everything automatically, I think, and they more focus on arts, I think. For us from the beginning, we already find out that this niche is already filled in, and we haven't seen a long-term income for the users from the art pieces as it is. It doesn't mean that we do not have art pieces on Treasureland. We had, and we have pretty much. But I would like to say that we focus approach of working on with the projects, with the long-term projects, which can generate income through the DeFi mechanism or DeFi or GameFi mechanism for the long term. That's a thing what brings us users and bring users to Treasureland through the long term. Additional thing is a service which we give into this project. So we are not hesitating to talk to them and to find out the compromising the best approach, how they can launch their NFT and what is their collection should be. So to talk to them and negotiate and give them advice, in the same time give them resources of marketing, building our own community and share a community with them and bring their projects to our own community. So this is how it works. We're sharing community and we're sharing information with our own community and their community in the same time, simultaneously. So this kind of collaboration is give us strong place on the market, and I think is one of the things. In the future, we're changing a bit approach to more technical terms, but I'm not capable to say it right now. It's better you check right from our Twitter or our Telegram in future. Yeah.
Thanks for that. Next question that I have. One of the problems, and this was a question I tried to ask Nicholas earlier as well. And this question is from a user called Vanya_Angel, right? One of the problems that users experience with this type of NFT ecosystem is basically a potential design plagiarism, right? In terms of Treasureland, right? What actions are you guys taking to verify NFT ownership or IP ownership? And how do I know that I bought the original NFT and not a plagiarized design?
Very nice question. And basically, we spend a lot of time on this thing. And there is a lot of fake NFTs on the market. So basically, anyone can go to Ethereum, take some Ethereum, copy their pictures, JPEGs, and mint their NFT on another platform. It's own anonymous. There is no KYCs, right? We all know that. So, exactly. But there is some hints. When we get into the project or get in a collectibles, we talking to the team personally, and we asking them to share their smart contracts. So we have a technical team, and we manually check in their smart contracts about originality, and we see that their smart contract should be bound to their accounts, not to some third-party accounts. So we going through all this process manually, and we check in project one by one. And if project is approved, there will be a green or blue mark in the corner. If it's not approved, there will be a red mark. So if it's red mark, it doesn't mean it's fake, but it's not approved yet. But if it's blue mark, it means it's already checked, verified, and approved, and it's safe to purchase or to get this NFTs from the market. So pay attention, and we always say to users, we even have short video, pay attention, do not buy red mark, wait until it will be blue mark. So do not try to buy something very fast. Be educated, be smart, and make a good purchasing from the Treasureland. So Treasureland, what is Treasure? You have a lot of things to see, but to find a real treasure right now, you really need to dig, and you need to go through the diligence, and really, this is a really important thing. Very good.
But that's only for Treasureland, right? That in the fact that you guys are really taking this active step to really ensure the authenticity of the NFTs. But
I'm not working in. I cannot say about another projects. You know, you can call OpenSea, right, and ask them how they do.
What I was gonna ask is, for the individual users out there, right, that might not be purchasing on Treasureland, how could they actually go about doing their due diligence themselves?
They need to. If you open our website, you'll see that we have kind of. We have the marks. We have links to their website. We have links to their community. We have links to all these things. So basically, as far as you know how to evaluate blockchain projects, and you know how to analyze data, you also can analyze data on chain with third parties tools, kind of like DapeRadar or Depth.com. You need to do your own research and spend your time on this, and this is pretty sometimes complicated. If it's in terms of let's say collectibles, you need to see that where is consensus, where is before consensus came there. If consensus came there, the floor price already will be raised. But if it's not there yet, you need to find out before the market find out. This is a gem. For the GameFi projects, I think devil in details. You need to check, first of all, token economics and the team which is building. So, for example, today on the call there was a team Bunny. What the name of the project was? Bunny. Yeah, pretty nice. I advise them to have more marketing approach to pay for marketing and pay media to be more visible and more exposed to different countries. But I think they are technically a strong team, and just their lack of marketing, and I think they can do pretty well. And welcome to the Treasureland as well. We can help you with that. So these guys can be recognized on our platform. We don't like those people who do not who want to drop all their work on us. So for example, they have idea, but they haven't done by themselves anything yet, and they come in and asking too many questions. So it means they want to totally rely on you to do their own project. Sorry, we have own platform which is called Treasureland. Please go do your homework, make your project done, and then welcome to come. So we always are happy to share and cooperate, but only with the best, with the good projects, because our target and our task to deliver the best projects to our community. So that's why we are not losing our community, and we don't want some kind of one leg or one arm projects coming to us, or 3-wheel cars, right? That's the point.
All right. Thanks a lot for that explanation, Dimitri. I'm pretty sure whatever you shared today is very insightful, even for myself. Especially, I think for anyone out there who are looking in terms of investing into NFTs, or even by making a first purchase of your NFTs to keep for a for a long term, Treasureland is definitely the way to go. You've heard that, right? The way that Dimitri and team, they are actually vetting through the NFTs. right? So without further ado, Dimitri, thanks for your time. Sorry to keep you waiting as well. Really apologize for that mix up. Apart from that, I'm pretty sure everyone has enjoyed your session and it's been very informative. All I can say is thanks for your time, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you, BSC. And let's make more volume, more trades. Goodbye.
Right, so we have come to the end of our MVBIII monthly stars September exhibition. I hope that everyone tuning in today have enjoyed this session as much as I have hosting them. We have, just to do a short recap, we have went through some of the really, really good projects that are going at it with the current MVBIII competition. The projects that were featured here today are projects such as Zoo Crypto World, Radio Caca, Thetan Arena, Bunicorn, MixMarvel, and Treasureland. So go check them out. And once again, thanks for taking the time out and supporting the BSC ecosystem and tuning in for this session. Thank you.